Hey, today I'm going to share with you my impressions about the Agile product ownership practice at scale and how I've seen different companies in the last 2 years instantiate it. And let's do it right now. Long day here in Medellin, coming back to the hotel. Look at the traffic. Look at this. Look at the traffic there. And I've been in Medellin for the last week. This is a lovely city with a lovely weather in Colombia, in South America, and I've been working with different clients and delivering a few workshops. And make sure to stick around until the end of the video because I'm going to share with you several tips that will help you increase the value delivered and the adaptability of your organization from a product ownership point of view. In the last 2 days, I've been visiting several clients and prospective clients, and I've seen in some of them and in previous experiences a situation that strongly caught my attention: the way in which the product ownership practice is instantiated at scale. But first, let's revisit what the Scrum Guide says about the role of the product owner, at least at the team level Scrum. On traditional Scrum, we will have one product owner working on one product backlog and one team consuming items from that single backlog. So we can say one team has a unique product backlog with a unique product owner. We can identify 5 responsibilities for a product owner. Clearly expressing product backlog items, ordering the items in the product backlog so that the most valuable ones are on top of it and the least valuable ones are at the bottom. Optimizing the work that the development team performs, making sure that the product backlog as a whole is visible, transparent and clear to all the involved parties, and making sure that the development team understand the PBIs or the product backlog items as the level as needed. Now, what might be a standard pattern in Scrum, like having a product owner with the product backlog with the development team, although it works and this is the standard pattern in Scrum as we just said, it may be an anti-pattern when we talk at scale. Oh, why would you say that? Let's find it out. There's a big tendency when we talk about scaling to replicate that model, that pattern in different teams. For example, having 3 product owners that work in parallel of each other with a product backlog, each of them. There's one team that works on items from each of the backlogs. So we have 3 different teams working with 3 different product backlogs, working with 3 different product owners. We can say this is a consequence on the amount of products and the granularity of the definitions of the products we have in our organization. So this example might be 3 products. And what's the problem with that? Remember that we are talking about making agility at scale. Making agility at scale means that the organization have a high degree of adaptability that can change direction, and that everybody knows that what they are working on is the most valuable thing at any given time. Let's say that we have this organization with 3 products, with 3 product owners, with 3 product backlogs and 3 teams. Let's suppose that this product, let's call it product A, is way more valuable than this product called product C, right? Let's put the B in the middle. And let's suppose that we have this team working in A, this team working in B, and this team working in C. We are not working on the most valuable things because only A is working in the most valuable things. Maybe B can be working on somehow valuable things, but C is working on a way less valuable product. Let's say that we figure that out, we discover that we are not working on the most valuable things, and we decide to make a change. Put product C on standby and move team C to work into product A. because that is the most valuable thing from an organizational perspective. But at the time of trying to do that, you'll see that Team C does not even know what product backlog A is, because they didn't refine it, they didn't explore it, they are focused on backlog C. That inability from an organizational perspective to change direction and work on the most valuable things is, at scale, a big issue. So, what solutions do we have? The one I like the most, there are several ones, but the one that I like the most is the one proposed by Les, Large Scale Scrum. Les has an answer for that, and is have a single product owner with a single backlog for a single product, and many teams, up to 8 at least on the Les framework, to work from a single product backlog. That way we break dependencies on teams working on backlogs. So if we have many teams working on the same backlog, we can make sure from an organizational perspective that all those teams are working on the most valuable things. And if there's any direction change we need to do, then people know the backlog and can easily change, because it's not about changing teams from backlogs, but about changing priorities. Now, there's another issue. If we understand the role of the product owner as stated in the Scrum Guide, then that person will be extremely overwhelmed. So, what's the Les solution for that? Delegate all the clarification responsibilities that exist on the product owner to the team. That way the product owner can focus a lot more on strategy, pricing, return on investment, discovering the business, discovering the processes, looking for improvements, getting involved in knowing the business, rather than clarifying PPIs. That work can be performed within the team. Now, by doing that, we not only have a more strategic product owner and more tactic team, but we fill the gap between the team and the business. Although in a single team Scrum, it's recommended to have the team collaborating with stakeholders, it's not always the case. And we need to work in order to make those teams get in touch with the business, with the customer, with the users, understand the business. At a single team scale, that might be an issue, that might be an impediment that has to be removed as sprints pass by. But at scale, that is a really, really big issue. And by putting teams in touch with the business side, then we not only free up the product owner to focus on strategic things, but also we foster empathy and business knowledge from the people in the team. That way we don't have a team that is in a request-reply relationship, but in a propositive relationship. In an active relationship, they can propose and come up with solutions for the business. That's all for today. I hope you find something valuable in this video. And if you have any question or comment, make sure you leave them below. And let's engage in a conversation. If you have any doubt, I can provide some answers or my opinions. We can also engage other clearers in order to give their opinions too. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and click the bell so that you have a notification every time we upload new videos, to be updated about agility, client visitings, and solutions that we are providing and what we are discovering in that journey. See you next time.